Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would show you my favorite art supplies and what's in my pencil case. So this is my pencil case and yeah, it's a bit of a mess, but I don't really know how you're supposed to keep a pencil case like not messy. Anyway, I'm just going to tell you about the items as I pull them out. So this is a refillable water brush, which I use for most of my watercolor painting. Here are my uni pen fine liners. I use them in most of my art. They aren't waterproof, so I have to make sure to use them after I do the color. There's 2 sharpeners, because why just have one? And then I have my Staedtler fine liners, which I use in my bullet journal. So these are like motion sickness bracelets. I have them in my pencil case because when I go on planes and things like that, I take my pencil case with me, so that way I don't forget them, because I don't fly very well, so that's why they are in there, so I don't lose them. And then I have erasers. So I have a few different types. That little pink one used to be a love heart shape, and then I've just got my normal eraser, like spool eraser, and then a kneadable eraser. So I love using the kneadable eraser because it picks up the lead really well. Next item are all of my Sharpies. So they're permanent markers. I've got a few different types. So I use these for most of my line work, especially if I'm doing watercolor. So I've got my brush nib, I've got my normal bullet nib, a really fine tip nib, a really thick chisel nib, and then like a dual end one, which is great. It's actually running out of ink. I need to get another one. But Sharpies, I don't know, I absolutely love them, and I use them for everything. I even use them, like if I'm doing an acrylic painting, I'll use Sharpies to do my line work after I've painted in acrylic. I don't know if that's cheating or not, but that's what I do. So it's one of my little tips. If you want really clean line work, use a Sharpie afterwards, after the paint dries, of course. So they're all my permanent markers. And then I've just got some like random fine liners sort of laying about in there. Oh, another Sharpie. So I've got graphic fine liners, which were some of the first fine liners I started using. So that's an art line. I think I actually may have stolen that off Mum. I do enjoy using that pen, but it is out of ink, unfortunately. I only just recently acquired this Faber-Castell. It's a Indian ink black fine liner, and it is fantastic. It's waterproof, which is the main reason I got it, and for all the fine details. As I was saying, these graphic fine liners are fantastic. They're just nearly out of ink as well. Another uni pin. I don't know why I have 2.3s, but anyway. And then Artline 0.1, which I've had for yonks, and I'm pretty sure that's out of ink as well. I just got a new Tombow. I only have black ones, or one black one, because that's what I use in my, what are they called? My bullet journal. I'd love to get some more colours, but they're a little bit pricey over here in Australia. And then I've got my, I wish that would focus. I can't remember the brand off the top of my head. So my Signo Uniball white. It's just not going to focus. I'm sorry, guys. It's a white gel pen, and it works quite well. I've recently acquired a jelly roller in. That wasn't the one you just saw. That was like a Kiki K pen. But yes, I have a couple of just random ballpoint pens in there. One is in the shape of a syringe, which is kind of cool. There's a random clip. I don't even know why that's in there, but that was there. And then I've got all of my pencils. So these are all Col-Erase pencils, and well, that's a mechanical pencil because I've seen a few artists use them, and well, they looked like a really good thing to use, so I got myself one, and they're okay. Don't have to sharpen it, which is good. Oh, a random red fine liner. I use that for writing things down. A B pencil. I don't know what brand that is. I can't even see that. I'm sorry, it's so blurry. I really struggle with this autofocus thing. Anyway, just a random B pencil, and then there's another random B pencil in there as well. I don't like drawing with H pencils because I have a very heavy hand. So B pencils are good because they don't like put really thick lines throughout my paper. As I was saying, these are all Color Ace pencils and I use them for everything, mostly the red and the blue. If you can't tell, they're teeny weeny. I also love the purple, or violet or whatever color you want to call it, but I'm trying not to use it so it doesn't run out because it's my favorite. A couple of other items I have is a Pentel pocket brush pen. I don't put that in my pencil case because I don't want it to leak for a start. It's empty, secondly. And yeah, I need to get refills, but it's really hard to get them over here, so that's just a real struggle. Another one of my favorite items are my Prismacolor pencils. I've only just recently started using them, but I absolutely love them. They are fantastic. I do find that because they are softer and more pigment comes out of them, they run out a lot quicker than Derwent's, for example. But I just love the way that they blend and the way that they come up on the page. I've got my Koi watercolors, my Sakura watercolors, and these are fantastic. They're so pigmented. This little palette that I've got has quite a large range of colors, and I've been doing pretty well with that so far. So if you're looking for a watercolor palette to start with, I highly recommend this watercolor palette. Then I have my Inktense Derwent's. They're kind of like watercolor pencils, but like I'm pretty sure it's permanent ink that's in them. I'm not very good. I didn't do my homework, but they're fantastic. They are so vibrant when you put them on the page, and they blend pretty well, so you don't see many of the line marks when you're like dissolving the color. I don't know if that's the right terms, but these are my pastels. I haven't actually used them in a video yet. I do use them every now and again. I feel like I need a little bit more practice before I can show the world. But if you'd like to see me use them in a video, please let me know, because I always have a lot of fun playing with them. So I would be more than happy to do a video on those because I do love them. They just make such a mess. Maybe it's just because I'm a mess. Maybe that's what it is. Who knows? And then I have my inks. So I'm sure you've seen me talk about them before. But these are Art Spectrum. I believe they're an Australian brand, and I only have a few colors because I can make other colors from these colors. So yeah, minimalist, I suppose. But yes, I've got my black, my white, my red, and my yellow. Where is the blue, you ask? Well, I actually have Parker's blue ink, which is an entirely different, I don't know anything about inks, but this is like quill ink. So it does react slightly differently to the others, but that's okay, I make it work. And then I've got my masking fluid, which I love to use in a lot of my watercolor pieces. That's really a lot of fun. If you've never used that before, I only just started using it recently. And then I've got more of my refillable water brush pens, which are fantastic. I really do like them. They're really easy to control with the amount of water that's coming out of them, which is good. And then I thought I'd show you the paintbrushes that I use on the regular as well. I apologize, I have no idea what brand half of these are. I'm pretty sure these ones that you can see now are Monty Art or Monty Mart. They're like $2 shop brushes, and they are my favorite brushes that I've used so far. There you go, Monty Mart Gallery Series. They're held together really well. Like, they make a really good line. I leave them in the water all the time and they survived. As I said, I don't know a lot about brushes, so I really need to do some homework and learn about them, but they do what I want them to, so you know, that's good. And then here's a couple more brushes. You can see I've got a couple of flat ones, which I'm still fairly new to. I usually use them just for like backgrounds and things like that. Again, I'm sorry, I don't know the brand for any of these, but they work really well. So yeah, if you find ones that look like this, then go for it. And then I've got these ones, which are teeny weeny ones, and they are fantastic for like line art when I'm doing ink work, or even when I'm just using white ink on my watercolors. So yeah. Oh, and one thing that I nearly forgot to show you is my Crayola super tip markers. I love these. I don't use them for coloring or anything like that. I literally just use them as a part of my bullet journals, but I do really like them.